And welcome everybody back to Maybe Gymnasium here on the beautiful campus of Our Lady of the Lake University. Saints taking on the Rams of Texas Wesleyan University. And matchup between former conference foes, the Rams of Texas Wesleyan, members of the Sooner Athletic Conference. Rams on the season are 9-4. They've yet to start conference play. Their only AIA loss this season came to the Saints. And that happened back on August 21st in Fort Worth, as the Saints will get that in 4 sets, 25-22, 19-25, 25-15, and 25-21. Saints right now 6-1 on the season, 3-0 in conference play, as they are on top of Red River Athletic Conference, getting ready to take on Texas Wesleyan here today. Saints have played Texas Wesleyan 12 times since 2007, won 6. So teams have split. So this is the match here between these two teams. So again, they got the tough victory there in 4 sets over Texas Wesleyan, as the Saints here trying to get that streak alive going now, as they have now won 3 in a row, trying to get their 4th victory here against the Rams of Texas Wesleyan. As we ready to start things off here, and this one here from Maybe Gymnasium here this beautiful Saturday afternoon. As we get ready to start things off, Saints will be playing without Janelle Solis. Janelle rolled an ankle back in the game against Jarvis earlier this afternoon, so she will be out today. She's on crutches, sitting down on the bench to get ready for things to start here against the former rivals of the Red River Athletic Conference. "12 matchups all time, 6 wins apiece. So a rubber match coming here. As out on the floor for the Saints will be Jessica Woloski, Smith, Blanco, Contreras, Rubio, and Bustamante. Yes, here we go. And starting things off, Hayhurst with the serve. Go over and quickly, Lisa Blanco starting things off for the Saints. Getting that one there, and the Saints with a 1-0 lead here in number 1. Brittany Martinez, senior El Paso to serve, sends it over. He set up a net, and going to be hit twice there by the libero for Wesleyan. As Gadoff sends that one over. Gadoff now sets it up again. And a point on the violation there for the Saints on Smith. As now 2-1 in favor of the Saints here at number 1. Zaboy sends it over. Lexi up, over to Smith, sent back down, and there, point, we're going to be tied now. 2 apiece here in set number 1. Boy, strong service over. Lexi setting up for Smith. Smith sends it back there at the net point for the Saints. The Saints reclaim the lead there. Smith able to get that one. Jalen Batista checking in, and serving is going to be Stephanie Rubio. And a service error to start things off there for the Saints. Quick one done there on that serve. We're tied up. Serve over, Rubio. Lexi now set up. Sent back there by Brianna Villarreal's shot is going to be sacked down, and Wesleyan takes the lead. Texas Wesleyan. Bree Blackburn. We'll be seeing as the officials are going to talk about things here for a moment. Up and over. Gloriana able to keep it alive. Rubio will send it over the net. Set up and down, nicely dug up, but it's going to be into the crowd. So dig there, and so off at a point. Wesleyan with a 2-point advantage here in this first set. That was put down with quite the force there, and that's the into the net service error. And so the Saints will get a point on that one. Groff checks in, and Raven Swain will come in. Raven will come in to serve. Raven kind of taking over the duties of setter. Janelle Solis on bench with the injury to her right ankle. Set up, send around. Swain keeps it alive. No Groff now putting it up. Gloriana puts it around there. Set up from Gadford and in. As Sennett able to get that one for Wesleyan. Gafford, the serve. Serve is up and over. Swain now sets up. Kendall Groff. Kendall there kept alive by Wesleyan. Up and over. Swain now sets up for Gloriana into the net's going to ride alongside and point for the Saints. Gloriana Villarreal with that one. Getting her first of the match there. First kill. Audrey Contreras coming in. Along with Elisa Blanco. Contreras just served over. Wayne sets up. Batista with it. That'll even things up now. Redden keeping it alive. Rubio set up there for Groff. Back at the net. Kendall puts it back up. Right around over to Blanco. Blanco sends it back. Or sends it over. Or sets it over the top of the defenders, but kept alive there by Hayhurst. Quick shot there. And there from Stinnett. As Rubio tried to dig it up and do it. So Shelby Stinnett, the sophomore, will be serving here for the Rams. And they've retaken the lead here. Around it goes. All sets up there from Hearn. Batista. Groff just gets it over. Sent back there at the net. That's back down and in on the line there. Hayhurst and the point for the Saints, and the Saints tying it up. Jessica Wolski in now for the Saints. Jacqueline Batista to serve. Gafford sends it up for the set. That's going to be a violation there. So the Rams will get the lead back once more. Harden with the serve, and it's going to be in there for a service ace. And the lead is at 2 again now for Texas Wesleyan. Hearn, the senior, gets the serve over the net there, and that not set very well there for the Saints. As Raven 3-point advantage, largest lead now 4-point advantage on another service. Now going to be a timeout for the Saints. With the timeout, we'll take a break as well. You're watching Saints Volleyball on the OLLU Saints Network. Welcome back, everybody. Saints trailing at 11-7 here. Set number one as Hearn with the serve. Ravens sets that up for Blanco. Blanco's out, kept alive there. Hearn. Gafford sends it around. It's going to be right on the line there from Zapoy. And it's a 5-point lead now for Wesleyan here in the first set. And that's going to be a service error. So 3 points given away by the Rams to the Saints. And a 4-point lead now for Texas Wesleyan. Lexi Busante serving now for Saints. It's up and over. Right up there by Zapoy. Actually, not Zapoy, that was Sennett. Sennett gets it up. Back again, Zapoy. Blanco into the net and a point for Wesleyan. First set here. As Alana Hayes, the junior from Cypress, California, to serve. Lexi, as that's there by Woloski, but kept alive. Zapoy sends it, as Contreras not able to get there. And the lead is now 6 for Texas Wesleyan. Smith there, back. Smith over the top, and it's going to be in. A point for the Saints. Smith heads able to keep that in front of her and get it over the net. Will be there for it. And just kind of drop it over the top defenders there. Ney Martinez to serve. Stinnett. Gafford. Zapoy there. Nicely dug up there by Rubio. Sent back there by Villarreal, I'm sorry. And then that's their point for the Saints. Saints now back to within 4. Brittany Martinez. Serve is over. Hearn. Gafford sends it up. And that's going to be point. As the boy gets that one down. Boy to serve. The boy, a senior out of North Richland Hills, the Dallas area. Dallas-Fort Worth area. As Woloski there, and going to be a point. And another timeout going to be called here by Coach Tiffin. And with that, we'll take a timeout as well. Watching Saints Volleyball on OLLU Saints Network. And Ploy to serve as we're back from timeout. And it's going to go down there, another point for the Ram, Texas Wesleyan. As their largest lead now at 7. Zapoy with the serve, sending it over. Lexi up, Smith sends it down at a point. As Smith draws the Saints to within 6 here in this first set. So the serve is up and over. Gafford now sets up. Old top kept alive there by Rubio. Lexi. Villarreal got it over. Zoe sending it back deep. Again, another dip there coming up for Rubio. And Villarreal is going to go long with that one. And Wesleyan with a 7-point lead here. Serve coming here from Blackburn. Lexi set up. Over to Smith. Gafford. Over to Snit. Sends it running along the inside of the net. And a point for the Saints. Kendall Groff checks in, and Ren Swain will come in as well now. As Ravens serve is up and over. Tapoy gets it. Back to Larry Rubio and kept. The Saints seem to be out of position there as Bodie was able to get that one over. Gafford now to serve. Swain sends it up. Bautista into the net, the point there, and on the violation. 8-point advantage, largest lead now of the match for Texas Wesleyan. Wesleyan looking for a little revenge. Their only loss to an NAIA opponent was to the Saints back on the 20th of August there, and Hearn not able to handle that one, and that's up in the rafters into the goal, and a point for the Saints. As a little home court advantage there, the rafters. Audrey Contreras there to serve. Elisa Blanco now at the net. Gafford sets up. Setting up and blown up at the net by Jacqueline Bautista. And a lead for Wesleyan down to 6. Contreras up and over. As Gafford kind of struggling with it, Hearn able to get it over. Swain now sets up for Kendall Groff. It's going to be blown up at the net there by Stinnett. 7-point advantage here for Texas Wesleyan. Contreras, Swain, Kendall sends it up over the net. Gafford. Blown up, though, it's going to go out, and a point for Texas Wesleyan. Stinnett. Swain now sets up. Blanco, and it's going to be, he's caught it twice. Some mistakes that were happening against Jarvis are happening here, and it's hurt a lot more against the talented Texas Wesleyan squad here. Swain sets that up. Bautista gets it down. Jacqueline Bautista has come to play this afternoon. Swalowski's checking now. Bautista serve. Saints trailing 8. Gafford. Zapoy dug up there by Bautista. Swain will send it back. Hearn. Now set. Nicely kept alive. Raven now set to Blanco. Blanco over the top. Checked by Stinnett. And into that point for the Saints. Saints down to within 7. Saints need a little run here. Hearn, shot goes back, comes down there as Jessica Woski there at the net, able to tip that one back up and over. And going to be a timeout by Texas Wesleyan. With that timeout, we'll share it with them. You're watching Saints Volleyball on the OLLU Saints Network.
Prepárate! Let me see you jump! Prepárate! Get ready! Get! Brilla! Ahí baila! Todo el mundo! Let me see you jump!
welcome back. Serve up and over by Batista. Swain now puts it up. Blanco gonna send it down there. Hearn shot gonna go wide. And a point for the Saints. It's 23-19 the score. And down there, point for the Saints. And the Saints are within 3 as Jessica Woloski playing superbly there at the net. Batista here. Gafford sit there, kept alive though. Swain, Blanco gets it back there. Stinton. Zapoy. And miss hit. And it's going to be set point now for Texas Wesleyan. Missed there by Contreras. Stephanie Rubio's checked in. Raven sets up. Findle over the top. Catches the hand of the defender. And an in there for a point for Saints. Saints within 3 now. Alexi Bustamante coming in. Smith there at the net along with Woloski and Blanco. Saints trail by 3. Set point for Texas Wesleyan. Alexi with the serve. Hearn. Gafford sends it up. Zapoy sends it down there. Going to be point and a set for Texas Wesleyan. So they take the first one, 25-21, and lead set to nothing. We will take a break. We'll be back with your second set here in just a moment. You're watching Saints Volleyball on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back, everybody, as we get ready for a second set to come up here. Saints drop the first set, 25-1, trail 1-0. The best 3 out of 5. Just let you know, this morning's country teams hosted the OLLU Collegiate Invitational. The Saints women finished in third, men finished in second. Soccer team defeated Concordia University yesterday 5-0. Today they are playing Mary Hardin Baylor tonight in Benton, Texas, or Bell, Texas, and the men will be playing at 6:30 against the University of Texas Permian Basin out in Odessa. The serve there, and touch there and a point there for Wesleyan. So they start off this second set with a 1-0 lead here against the Saints. Blackburn's serve is over, and that's going to be caught there and in, and a point for the Saints. Elisa Blanco grabbing that one. Brittany Martinez coming in to serve now for the Saints. Saints even up here in the second set, trying to even up the count. A set of P's are down by 1-0 now. The poise shot is up and over. At the net there, Woloski good, keep it over Wesleyan side. Stick back by Stinnett. Woloski over the top of the defenders. Gafford keeps it alive. Zapoy into net, and a point there for the Saints as they take the lead 2-1. Abby Zapoy is here out of Austin, Texas. Definitely made her mark in that first set for Wesleyan. There at the net, going to be sent back down. Over, nicely dug up there by Lexi. Gafford. For the job there is Cody. And a point there for Wesleyan as we're tied up again here in the second set. Gafford to serve. Gafford's serve is over. Lexi now sets it for it. And going to be a violation. As he got into the net there, did Lexi, and 3-2. So the Saints shooting themselves in the foot with violations here. Lexi. Gafford now, as that's going to be Gafford has one there. Jacqueline Batista checking in. Stephanie Rubio serving for the Saints. Serve up and overheard. A little miscommunications there, but they're able to get it over. Gafford keeps it. Stinnett there off the hands of Batista. And Wesleyan will take the advantage again. As Stinnett serving to the rafters. Smith over the top, just over the read, the defenders at the net. Zapoy there over. Kept up there by Martinez. And the Real shot is sent back. Smith will send it back over to Hearn. Gafford gonna set up now as Zapoy there gets the point. And 5-3 now the score. As Zapoy now 7 kills in the match. Stinnett serve is over. Lexi, Villanueva there, kept alive, up and no, and another point there. As the Saints drop down by 3 points now here in this second set. Stinnett serve, into the net, service error, point for the Saints. Saints trail by 2. Raven Swain checking in, Kendall Groff checking in. Kendall will be at the net with Gloriana and Jacqueline. Gafford sets up, and Hayhurst sends that one. And it's a 3-point advantage again for Wesleyan, as that's going to be the first kill for Hayhurst. Or second kill for Hayhurst. That's going to be a service ace for Hearn. And the advantage is 4 now for Texas Wesleyan. Hearn up and over. Brittany caught that off with the face there, but gets it over. It's Groff some power, but kept alive. Gafford, and it's going to be blown up at the net there by Jacqueline Batista. Or actually, Gloriana Real credited with that block. 3-point lead for Texas Wesleyan. Audrey Contreras coming in to serve. Elise Blanco will be at the net. That outside, that far outside. Contreras, serve is over. And that's going to be kept alive there by Zapoy. Raven sets up at the net. And there's Batista. And draws the Saints to within 2 of the Rams here in the second set. It's Batista, her second kill. Hayhurst gets over. Blanco now. Hearn digs that up. Around over to Zapoy. Zapoy's going to be wide. And a point for the Saints. It's within 1 now. Saints within 1 point here. The second set is the officials, a discussion between the officials here. And while that's going on, I have a moment to say that men's golf team will be traveling to Fort Worth to participate in the Texas Intercollegiate Tournament sponsored by Texas Wesleyan University. It'll take place on Monday and Tuesday. And don't forget, for all updates, go to all Saints activities and updates. Go to the website, www.ollusaintsathletics.com. Follow the Saints on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Use the hashtag OLLU Volleyball. And don't forget, subscribe to the YouTube page. You're there, so go ahead, subscribe. Thank you much. 3. Actually, no, score change. Actually, it was changes that, so it's going to go over the Wesleyan. So it's 9-6 Wesleyan with a 3-point lead instead of, and there's 2 hits now to go to a 2-point advantage for Wesleyan. Jessica Woloski and Jacqueline Batista to serve. Woloski there at the net with Groff Blanco. And a service error. 3 points given away by the Saints here. And that'll be the second service error of the match for the Saints. As Zapoy getting ready to serve as Hearn doing a little housekeeping down there. Some of the sweat on the floor. As we get ready for the action to start up again. Zapoy with the serve. Up and over. Spain, the Groff. Gaffney. So wide Blackburn shot there. And it's going to be 4-point advantage for Wesleyan. At 11-7 here in set number 2. As Zapoy waiting, the officials there. As Coach Tim talking to the near side net official. As Zapoy getting ready for the serve. Up it goes. Woloski over the top of the fenders. And the Saints draw back to within 3. Smith coming in. Bustamante coming in. Bustamante will be serving. Gafford, Stennett, Rubio there. Bustamante gets over to Blanco. Blanco there's Hearn, had a little trouble. Gafford able to keep it alive. Zapoy up. Dixie sets up Smith, back to the top. Blackburn with the dig. Stennett going to be blocked there at the net, but it's going to go out wide, and it will be point for Texas Wesleyan. 4-point advantage for the Rams. As Bo checks back in for the Rams, and Blackburn will be serving. Sends it over. Lexi now sets up. Go over the top. Stennett, back block there at the net. Gafford. Now that's going to be out long there on Stennett. Actually, no, it's going to be a violation for that, so a point for Texas Wesleyan. Into the net, service error, and the Saints get the point there. Saints trail by 4. We thought the Saints got to within 1 at 8-7, and violation occurs and goes the other way. Instead of going to 1, goes 3, and now it's gone up 4. Saints just have not gotten past that. Getting within 2. And now 3 starting to be a problem. That's going to be blown up there at the net by Jessica Losky. And going to be a 3-point advantage now for Texas Wesleyan. Brittany Martinez. The serve. Hearn. Gafford now sets up. Up over the top. There's nobody there for it. As the Saints froze there, and a 4-point lead. Saints get to within 3, then it goes back to 4. Can't seem to get past that barrier. Martinez, Lexi, Smith at the net's going to stay there for the Saints. Saints back to within 3, and they get past that and get to 2. Here comes Rubio. The serve. Villarreal, Batista, and Smith at the net. Gafford. Bodie is going to be blocked and put down there, blown up by Jacqueline Batista. And it's to within 2 now. Rubio sends the serve over. And it's going to be out point Wesleyan. Stennett gets that one. Stennett gets it. She'll be serving. Nicely up there by Rubio. Yeah, gets it down on the point for the Saints. Back to within 2 now. Kendall Groff is checked in. Ren Swain. Raven will come in to serve. As Villarreal. Swain there. Gafford. Zapoy. Set back, and Gafford trying to keep it alive, and Hearn now, and that won't do it. And the Saints now to within 1 point. Swain over. Gafford. Up. Over the top is Hurst. It's Hayhurst there, and it's going to be wide from Kendall Groff there. And back to a 2-point advantage for Texas Wesleyan. Hearn serving here. And Kendall Groff there, the service ace. And it's back to a 3-point lead. Raven sets it up. Gloriana Villarreal. Gafford. Blackbird shot's going to be blown up in the net there by Jackie Batista. And it's within 2 now. Tress gets it over. Gafford. And the shot put down there by Hayhurst. And the point back to a 3-point advantage for Texas Wesleyan. Hey, her shot is over. Blanco now sets up. Off gets it there. Black there for it. Gafford. Zapoy. Blown up at the net there by the Saints. So they got back to within 2. As Tankiewicz coming in. Tankiewicz serves up and over. So a little change here with the lineup with Tankiewicz coming in. Zapoy back. Tankiewicz now puts it up. Swain over the top. Hosky there. Zapoy was kind of caught off guard there as they were both kind of off, missing the time. And Blackburn's shot's going to be wide. Point for the Saints. The Saints within 1 now in set number 2. Trailing 1-0. Texas Wesleyan. Gafford sends it back. It's going to be cut twice, and we're tied. First time we've had in a while. Stankiewicz here to serve again. Trying to give the Saints their first lead since early on in this set. Sinet there. And she caught it twice, and an error there, and that's happened a few times now. And this match actually has happened a few times today. It's happened a lot today where they've caught it twice there, and it's a 1-point lead for Wesleyan now. Zapoy sends it, and it's in for the service ace. And a 2-point lead for the Rams now. Zapoy serve. Ravens set up. Groff gets it down there. Zapoy trying to keep it alive. Hearn will now send it over. Rubio, Swain sets up. Blanco there at the net. Gonna find the Lord. A point for the Saints. So Smith comes in. Bustamante comes in. As Bustamante will serve. Blackburn comes out. Coming in is gonna be Mabane. For Wesleyan. First time we've seen her. Up top. Mabane tips it over. Losky. Lexi down over to Blanco. Just out of the reach of Zapoy. And the Saints tied it up again. And we got a timeout on the floor. We're all tied up at 20. We'll be back in a minute watching Saints volleyball.
Prepárate. Let me see you jump. Prepárate. Get ready. Get. Brilla. Ahí baila. Todo el mundo. Let me see you jump. Brilla. Ahí baila. Brilla. Let me see you jump. Brilla. Brilla. Ahí baila. Todo el mundo. Let me see you jump.
And welcome back, everybody, to the Gymnasium here on the beautiful campus of Our Lady of the Lake University. Saints Texas Wesleyan tied at 20 here in the second set. Rams leading 1-0 over the Saints. Gafford, Stinnett, now put up in the air. Lexi gonna set for Blanco. Blanco over the top there and digs that up. Gafford back around over to Zapoy. Lexi slips that one a top in between defenders, and it's going to be a Saints lead here at 21-20 in set number 2. As the Saints get the lead here. Lexi with the serve. Gafford steps up for Stinnett. Contreras there. Lexi going to set up here for Smith, and she caught it twice again. The violation there for the Saints. And we're tied at 21. And Hearn now. See, sets it up over to Blanco. Top there to Hearn. Gafford going to step up for Sinet. And it's oh, they're going to call it in. Oh, my goodness. And it's a lead now for Texas Wesleyan. Black will be serving. Actually going to be a substitution here. And Hearn is actually coming in. And going to be a point for the Saints. Instead, it's going to be 22-21 Saints with the lead. And they did not. I think it was a substitution error on the part of Texas Wesleyan. So they'll lose the point. The Saints will take the lead now at 22-21. So the substitution getting ready to come here for the Saints. As Brittany Martinez will come in. And Gloria Villarreal will be coming in. And Brittany will be serving. It's 22-21 now again, and it was actually I think it was a rotation error on the servers there. What happened, or something with the rotation there. And Texas Wesleyan didn't do it properly and loses that point to the Saints. That's going to be a long point for the Saints, 23-21 now. As Bodie sends that one long, and a timeout called Texas Wesleyan. Saints with the lead by 2 here in the second set, trailing 1 set to 9. You're watching Saints Volleyball on the Saints Network.
Prepárate. Let me see you jump. Prepárate. Get ready. Get. Brilla. Ahí va allá. Todo el mundo. Let me see you jump. Brilla. Ahí va allá. Brilla. Let me see you jump. Brilla.
And welcome back, everybody, to Maybe Gymnasium on the beautiful campus of Our Lady of the Lake University. Saints with a 2-point advantage here in the second set, trying to even it up here against the Rams of Texas Wesleyan out of the Sooner Athletic Conference. Gafford over to Stinnett, blown up the net by the Saints. Point now, Smith, or Jessica Woloski, and Smith going to get that credit for block. Set point Saints trying to even it all up here. What a comeback it's been. Over the top, nicely dug up there by Rubio. Over to Smith, over the top. Gafford, come back over to Stinnett. Stinnett puts it up. And will just put it over. Smith there. Lexi now sets up for Woloski. Back around. Villarreal. Back to Villarreal. Puts it there as Zapoy keeps it alive. Gafford to Stinnett. There on the floor, and it's a point for Texas Wesleyan. Two-point lead here for the Saints. Gafford serving. Gafford's serve is over. Rubio. Bustamante. Villarreal. Sit up in the air. Villarreal again puts it back up. Lexi. Back to Floriana. Back down again. Woloski. Lexi slips it over. Kept by Zapoy. Gafford. Back around now over to Hayhurst. There at the net. Lexi. Villarreal back over to Zapoy, though, was waiting there for it. In it, over the top, kept alive, dug up by Lexi. Martinez sent back wide, now over to Gafford. Hurst, Lexi, Smith, there at the net, points, no, it's up and going, and oh, that's going to be it. 4 hits, and the Saints, I thought it was over there, but the Wesleyan did a great job keeping it going. But the Saints take the second, so even it up 1 set apiece. Back for set number 3 in a moment. You're watching Saints Volleyball on the Saints Network.
Brilla.
And welcome back, everybody, to Maybe Gymnasium. Saints even it up at a set of piece. Taking that one 25-22. Some of the numbers there. Texas Wesleyan 24 kills in the match. Saints were 21. Attacking percentage, both teams low. Saints 169. Wesleyan 139. Assists are even at 21 apiece. Diggs 35 for Wesleyan. 31 for the Saints. 4 aces for Wesleyan and 2 for the Saints. As we get ready for things, Zapoy getting ready to go here for Wesleyan. Zapoy's had a pretty good match. She's got 8 kills and 7 digs here in the match. On the Saints side, Elisa Blanco with 7 kills in that category. As we get ready for set number 3 to go, and it's going to be a service error to start things off. Rams. Mistakes by the Rams were their downfall on that second set. And also, I want to just bring up toward the end of that set. At the end of the set, Jessica Wolski keeping her head in the game there in the match as the Saints were getting ready to celebrate on that one and didn't realize that Wesleyan kept it alive. Wolski to make sure her teammates kept playing there. That's going to go down for a point for Wesleyan. We're tied up now here in set number 3. Bodie coming in now to play at the net. Blackburn to serve for the Rams. Blackburn coming. Serve up and over. Lexi puts it up. Wolski there. Net keeps it back alive. See down. Round over to Smith. Smith sent it over. Kept up by Blackburn. Gafford over to Stinnett. Stinnett back now. Rubio digs that up. Lexi slips it over. Zapoy puts it back. Zapoy over. Wolski. Lexi sets up for Villarreal. Villarreal there off the hands there of Harris. And a point for the Saints. Saints take the lead here in set number 3. Hearn checking back in. It was that section of the rotation that got Wesleyan in trouble towards the end of set number 2. As the officials come to talk to one another. Now play gets ready to start as Stephanie Rubio serve up and over. Hearn there. Back down. Villarreal kept alive by Rubio. Sets up for Smith. Smith shot sent back there. Lexi puts up again. Smith a little awkward. Gets it there as Wesleyan froze at an open space in the floor and a point for the Saints. 2-point advantage here in set 3. Gafford. Stinnett. Rubio digs that one up. Lexi around over to Villarreal. Hearn sends it up high. Gafford. Back around now over to Poi. As Bautista. Lexi to Smith. Smith going to be a point for the Saints on the violation there from Texas Wesleyan. 4-1 to score. Rubio sends it over on the line. Service ace. 5-1. Saints now lead it. Rubio sets up around Stinnett and just past the reaching Brittany Martinez. Martinez up, grabbing that left shoulder. That left shoulder just a bit. Back net, kept alive. Rubio, a great dig, and there Smith sends it over. Gafford. Round over to Bodie. Rubio put that one up. Lexi now set up for, and Villarreal's going to go into the net. Point for Texas Wesleyan. Our score's a bit off, but we'll try and keep you up. It's 5-3. I believe we have an internet connection issue, possibly. But we'll see what that is because the score's coming through the internet, and that's going to be in for a point for the Saints. 6-3 now. Until everything catches up with you, I'll keep the lead. Now we're the 6-3. Kendall Groff now checking in. Raven Swain will be serving. Raven serves up and over. Gafford, Stinnett, and is going to find the floor there, and a point for Texas Wesleyan. Stinnett with the serve. It's a powering serve over. Wayne, there, Bautista dug up there, kept alive there, and that's going to be a point for the Saints. Audrey Contreras checking in. Elisa Blanco is checking in. Blanco will be at the net with Groff and Bautista. Contreras serve. Back will be Swain and Rubio. Over. Hearn sends it up. Gafford. As Hayhurst gets that one down. Blackburn comes in. And also checking in is going to be Mabane. 2 points lead. Rubio. Swain sets up for Groff. Groff there net, kept alive there for Gafford. Mabane sends it over. Swain to Groff, sends it back deep. Hearn keeping it alive. Gafford there to Zapoy. Dug up by Rubio, back over the net. Hearn. Zapoy back along, dug up nicely. Back around comes Groff. Bautista up, able to get it over the net, and it's going to be wide and a point for Texas Wesleyan. And the Saints lead is down to 1. And Hearn is serving here. Hearn up and over. Swain tries to sneak it over. Hearn. Zapoy will send it back, and it's going to be right on the line, and Texas Wesleyan has tied it at 7. Hearn serve, just catch the top of the net. Raven sends it up over Blanco. Blanco sends it, Hearn now back up. Gafford around over to Zapoy. Zapoy's going to be in, and Texas Wesleyan has taken the lead in set number 3. Raven back. Contreras sends it back over the net. Back it goes. Contreras all over the place, and Swain trying to get there and won't be able to get there as it caught the top of the rafter. And going to be a timeout as the Saints go by 2. You're watching Saints Volleyball on the OLLU Saints Network.
Ahí baila, brinca, let me see you jump, brinca. Brinca, ahí baila, todo el mundo, let me see you jump. Prepárate. Let me see you jump. Prepárate. Get ready. Get. Brinca. Ahí baila. Todo el mundo. Let me see you jump.
And welcome everybody to Maybe Gymnasium. Saints trail by 2 in the 3rd set. Tied a set apiece. Gafford. Zapoy sends it back. Contreras sends it up in the rafters. That's 2 points in a row where the rafters have played a factor in the Saints. And a 3-point advantage now for Wesleyan. Hearn sends it over. Rubio. Swain sets up over to Blanco. Blanco shot is going to be their point for the Saints. Elisa Blanco. As Blanco with 9th kill of the match. Swain, Kendall Groff back. Effort. Mabane now. Woloski to Hearn. Gafford's going to set up there for Mabane. Locked back there at the net. And Ken Groff couldn't get it to stay over on the other side of the net. And so it'll be a point there for Wesleyan. 3-point advantage for the Rams. As Hayhurst sends the serve over. Kendall's shot. Kept alive. Mabane's going to send it into the net. Kept alive. There's going to be a point. Those 4 hits and never went over the net. So the Saints pull back to within 2 now. As Lexi Bustamante the serve. Gafford sets up Zapoy. And going to be a whistle and a point. And a violation there on the Saints, a 3-point advantage for Wesleyan. Zapoy's serve. Lexi now sets up for Smith, who gets it down past the diving Hearn, and a point for the Saints, trail now by 2 here in set number 3. Martinez. Ready for the serve here. Hearn. Zapoy's going to send it long point. The Saints now in 1 here. Brittany Martinez here to serve. Sends it over. Gafford up at the top there, kept alive there. As Smith send it over. Gafford to Mabane. Mabane there, dug up nicely there for the Saints. And there, we're on a Villarreal, and they're off of the Wesleyan player, and we're tied at 12. Lexi there sets up. Villarreal sends it over. Boy. Gafford round to Mabane. Mabane's long, and Port Saints take the lead at 13-12. Shot is over by Martinez. Gafford sets up. Blown up in the net by Jericho Woloski. And a 2-point advantage now for the Saints. Going to be a timeout by Texas Wesleyan. Saints lead by 2 here in the 3rd set. We're tied 1 set apiece. You're watching Saints Volleyball on the OLLU Station Network. Welcome back to May Gymnasium. Saints with a 2-point advantage here in the 3rd set. We're all tied up 1 set apiece between Saints of Our Lady of the Lake and the Rams of Texas Wesleyan. Stinnett shot sent back by the Saints. Hearn now puts it up. Mabane's going to have to send it over. Rubio. Lexi sets up. There, Villarreal. Gafford. Stinnett. Lexi puts it up. Rubio. Down over to Smith. Smith over the top. Going to be out wide point for the Rams. The Rams pull to within 1 now of the Saints. Blackburn checks in, and Bodie checks in for the Rams. Blackburn will serve. Blackburn sends a serve up and over. Letty around over to Smith. Blackburn. Bodie sends it back. Lexi gonna set up around for Villarreal. Sent back over there. Rubio keeping it alive. Slipped over by Lexi and Blackburn, and it's gonna be hit. 4 hits there and a point for the Saints. Lead is to 2 now. Jacqueline Batista checks in for Saints. Stephanie Rubio will be serving. As here we go. Serve, looping over, and dug nicely by Rubio. Lexi out. Villarreal dug up nicely there by Hearn. Zapoy get over. Lexi setting up there as Bautista. Hearn now puts it alive. Gafford sets up by Stinnett, and that's going to be a touch there, and it's going to be a point for the Rams. As a Saints defender at the net got a finger on there, and it's going to be a 1-point Saint lead now at 15-14. Gafford sends a shot over. For the top. There, net Smith there to put it back down. Now Gafford. And there's going to be point for the Saints. As Hayhurst goes into the with it. At a 2-point lead now. Kendall Groff checking in at the net. Serving will be Raven Swain who's checking in. Swain is over. Gafford. It's up around over to Bodie. Swain's it up. Rubio now. To Groff. And to the net there and point for Wesleyan. As Rams now are with 1 at 16-15. The Saints with the lead. Rubio gets that up. Bautista there's Gafford. Hearn to keep it up there. Stinnett sends it back deep. Swain going out of Villarreal. She caught it twice there. And I think that I have seen it, that violation here today, more in this match than I think the rest of this in combined for the Saints. It's just been, and Kendall Groff comes in there and answering, getting the Saints the lead back at 17-16. It's Audrey Contreras coming in and Elisa Blanco coming in as well. Contreras to serve. Got around as Bodie to the side of the net. It's going to be 4 hits. And a point for the Saints, 18-16 now. All tied up, 1 set each here in set number 3. Contreras. Been over. Gafford. As the point sends it back over, Contreras now even Swain around over to Blanco. Blanco shots him back. Swain over the top. There goes Bautista off the hand of the diving Hearn, and a point for the Saints. The Saints lead is at 3 now. At a timeout, Texas Wesleyan. Saints by 3 as we're tied 1 set apiece. Set number 3, you're watching Saints Volleyball on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back, everybody, to Maybe Gymnasium. Saints with a 3-point advantage here in the third set. So we're all tied up to one set apiece. Audrey Contreras to serve. Saints drop the first set, able to come back, a strong comeback in the second set. And now find themselves ahead by 3 here in the third. Swain sets up for Blanco. Blanco gets it down as Gafford can't handle it. Point for the Saints. Saints up by 4 now. Texas Wesleyan at 9-4 on the season coming in here. Their own NAIA loss of the season was to the Saints. Into the net, service error. 3 points given away by the Saints there. 3-point game now. Mabena is coming in. Hearn will be serving. That's the third service error of the match for the Saints. Gotten the point down there, Kendall Groff. And a 4-point lead now. Tankowick coming in to serve. Tankowick coming in, and Jessica Woloski also going to be there on the net. Tankowick's serve is over. Gafford over to Zaboy, is blown up in the net by Kendall Groff. 5-point lead now for the Saints. Tankowick sends it over. Gafford now sets up over to Hayhurst. Nicely kept alive by Contreras. Groff sends it back. Gafford there. Hearn will put it up high as Mabane trying to send it back. Kept alive. Raven Swain now sets up for Kendall Groff. It's back there at the net. Blanco, Groff over the top of the defenders. Zapoy is there for it. Kendall sets back. Blanco put it down. Hearn there for it. Gaff back around Zapoy. Zapoy there. That's going to be a point for Texas Wesleyan. Hayhurst now serving. And going to be a service error. A service A there is a return error there on Contreras. And the lead for the Saints is down to 3. Saints had to come back big in that second. As Wesleyan doing their version of the comeback here. But there comes Elisa Blanco. Elisa Blanco putting that down, and it's a 4-point lead now for the Saints. Blanco, her 11th kill now of the match. Lexi Bustamante to serve. And a service for the Saints. That'll be their fourth service of the match there for the Saints. And it's set point now. Saints trying to take a 2-1 lead. Hayhurst sends it now over to Gafford. Zapoy dug up there by Rubio. Back around Blanco. Blanco back there comes Zapoy. Lexi sets up for Smith. There at the net. Smith there back around Woloski. Back over. Gafford now setting up for Mabane. Mabane there, shot from Contreras. Back down and a point for Texas Wesleyan. And the serve here, Zapoy to serve. Up and over. Smith, and it's going to go wide, and point for the Saints. The Saints take the second set 25-20 and lead 2-1. We'll take a break. We'll be back with set number 4.
Hey, get ready!
You're watching State College, the OLLU Network.
Ahí baila! Todo el mundo! Let me see you jump! Brinca! Ahí baila! Brinca! Let me see you jump! Brinca! Brinca!
back, everybody, to Maybe Gymnasium as we get ready for this fourth set to start. Saints leading 2-1 against Texas Wesleyan. Texas Wesleyan 37 kills for the match. Saints with 36. Attacking percentage, Saints at 187, Wesleyan 129. Assists, Saints 35-30 over Wesleyan. Both teams 60 digs a match and 4 aces apiece. Saints trying to close it out. Texas Wesleyan trying to even it up and force a fifth set. Saints hoping to get the win. They've won 2 in a row, trying to get 3 in a row. There'll be a point there, Texas Wesleyan. So 1-0 to start things off here. Set number 4 for Wesleyan. Zapoy serving. Over. Bustamante sets up with Smith. Smith there, kept alive from Hayhurst. Smith there at the net. They send it back over on Wesleyan side. Zapoy back over. Bustamante over to Blanco, gets it down. Alicia Blanco. Alicia Blanco gets it. That's her 12th kill of the match. As Brittany Martinez can to serve, Gloriana Villarreal be at the net. As Brittany Martinez serve is up and over. Gafford to the side there, Stinnett. Martinez gets it back over. Gafford sets up. Blackburn back at the net. Villarreal into that, and a point for Wesleyan. They take the lead back at 2-1. Over. Bustamante. Woloski goes flying in there to get that over. Back and in for the point is Bodie. As Bodie makes it a 3-1 lead for Wesleyan here in set number 4. Bodie with her 4th kill of the match. Smith. Smith will that down for the point for the Saints. Smith 10 kills now for Smith. As Stephanie Rubio sends it up and over. Gafford. For the Zapoy. It's going to be long and a pull for the Saints. And the Saints have tied it at 3. Gafford. Bodie over the top. Hearn. And that's going to be point for Wesleyan. So Wesleyan with a 1-point lead now here in set number 4. Saints leading 2-1. Gaff serve is over. Bustamante with a Villarreal there, and that's the kill for Villarreal, who now has 5 for the match. He's had a season high, had 15 last night against Wiley College. 3 shorter career match high of 18. And they're diving, won't able to get there as Rubio and Martinez dive for it, and a point for Wesleyan as they lead 5-4. Stinnett. Stinnett there. Raven. Bautista there, and violation there as the player came forward for Rams, and we're tied at 5. Audrey Contreras coming in. Alicia Blanco with the net. Contreras' serve is going to be long and a service error. And that's 4 now for the Saints. They come at inopportune times. Blanco gets that down there off the hand of Zapoy. And the Saints even it up. Juskowski coming in at the net. Jack Batista will be back serving. And that's going to be in there for Hayhurst. Hayhurst gets that one. She now has 3 kills in that. She go with 9 digs. That's in the net. A service error for Texas Wesleyan. And that I think's up. That's 6 service errors for Texas Wesleyan today. With 4 aces. Saints 4 aces and 4 errors. Bustamante is over. Gafford sets up. Zapoy gets that one down. And Wesleyan's to lead back. Zapoy, 17 kills, 13 digs this afternoon. Up and goes Smith on top, her in there for it. Gafford had to work for that one down there from Stinnett. Smith sends it back, her in there to keep it alive. Gafford, round over to Hayhurst. Rubio. Smith just gets it over. Her again, another dig. Stinnett. Blanco. As Smith will into the net. 2-point lead now for Texas Wesleyan. Zapoy. Blanco. Zapoy sends it back. Woloski tried to send it back there. Going to be a point for the Saints. The Saints back to within 1. Brittany Martinez coming in to serve. Gloriana Villarreal will be at the net. Gafford with a sneaks that one over. Puts the Rams back up by 2. And into the net, service error. That's 7 now for Texas Wesleyan. Saints back to within 1. Jacqueline Batista checking in. Stephanie Rubio serving. Her in there, and that's going to be violation there. She kind of carried it over there, and so we're tied at 10 now. Stephanie Rubio's next serve. Zapoy, Gafford, over to Bodie as Rubio is the recipient of a rocket at her. And a point now for Wesleyan, and this is the 1-point lead for Texas Wesleyan here in set number 4. Wesleyans lead this set, but Saints lead in the match 2-1, and that's a point down there to tie it up by Jacqueline Batista. Raven Swain coming in to serve. Kendall Groff will be at the net. And going to be a point as they went into the net. And a 1-point lead for the Saints now. Raven sends it up and over. Gafford. And that's going to be a point for the Saints. So it's now a 2-point Saint advantage here after the violation there. And a timeout will be called by Texas Wesleyan. Saints lead by 2, and they also lead 2-1 here in the fourth. You're watching Saints Volleyball on the OLLU Network.
Prepárate. Let me see you jump. Prepárate. Get ready. Get. Niña. Ahí vaya. Todo el mundo. Let me see you jump. Brilla. Ahí vaya. Brilla. Let me see you jump.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Gymnasium. Saints with a 2-point advantage here in the fourth set, also leading 2-1. Be sure you check out for updates for all Saints activities. Visit www.ollusaintsathletics.com and follow Saints on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Use the hashtag OLLU Volleyball. So subscribe to the YouTube page, OLLU Saints Athletics. Rams pull back to within 1 point there. Stinnett sends it over. Shane keeps it alive. There at the net. Gloriana Real staying under there. Good job by her. Raven. He's still there. Point for the Saints. A little more sense of urgency for the Saints here these couple of sets. As Audrey Contreras to serve. Alicia Blanco at the net for the Saints. Serve is up and over. Her there. Gafford over the top there. And the boy able to get that one open. Mebane checking in. Hearn serving. And to the net. And a point there. We're tied at 14. Hearn, serve, up and over. Wayne. As Kendall Groff able to get it over in a point there. And how she was able to keep herself from falling underneath the net there. And a point for the Saints, back up by 1 now. Batista, serve is over. Yeah. And Contreras there. Oh, and Kendall Groff tried to get there, won't be able to do it. And we're tied at 15. Stephanie Rubio is checked in. Set up there. Kendall. It's there. Hearn grabbed that one. Might have been able to leave that one alone. That's going to go back to the scores table, a point for the Saints. 16-15 Saints with the lead. Lexi Bustamante to serve. Rubio. Bustamante. Blanco. There's her. Not able to handle it. Point Saints. Saint lead is 2 at 17-15. Alicia now 14 kills in the match for Blanco. Snuck it over. Blanco keeps it back. As Contreras couldn't get it over the net there, and a point Wesley, and they're back to within 1 now. Zapoy to serve. Batista sets up. Blanco at the net. 15 now for Alicia Blanco. The Saints lead is at 2. Rubio. But Bustamante there gets into the top there. Smith and a point. 19-16 now. As we get ready for things to go here. Wendy Martinez to serve. It's the net there, and Rubio not able to get that one. And down there, Jessica Walaska. It's a 3-point lead now for the Saints. Batista. In, and it's Rubio to serve. Villarreal sent back. Martinez. Batista sends it over. Gafford now sets up for Bodie. Sit right back up at the line. Bodie puts up again. Gafford put down there by Batista. Point for the Saints. It's with a 4-point lead. Ruby sends it, service error for Saints. And that's their 5th service error of the match. Smith slips it over there. Gafford sends it back. Hurl just put it over to keep it in play. Bustamante, Batista, Smith, Batista again. They have to get it over. They do get it over. Gafford trying to set up here. It's over to Sinet, and it's going to stay in and point for Texas Wesleyan. Saints lead is at 2 here in set number 4. Gafford here to serve. Set up, Batista. Hearn, able to keep it up there. Hayhurst now. Villarreal it on there. Six kills now for Gloriana Villarreal. And to the net, service error. 6 now for the Saints. And back to within 2 is Wesleyan. Raven sets up for Goff. Kendall got it over. Gafford. It's Bodie to back. Rubio. Swain. Kendall sends it back and in. Kendall Groff gives the Saints a 3-point advantage. Audrey Contreras coming in, and Alicia Blanco. As Kendall Groff, her 6th kill of the match there. 3-point lead for the Saints here in set number 4. Lead 2 sets to 1. You're watching Saints Volleyball on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back, everybody. Maybe Gymnasium. Saints with a 3-point advantage here in the fourth set, 23-20. A 2-1 lead. Audrey Quinteros to serve. Gafford sets up over to Bodie over the top there. Raven Swain there. Rubio, Blanco in the net there, kept alive there, back there at that. Rubio. Up again, Bautista puts it down. That'll be match point for the Saints. That's Bautista, kill number 8 now. Match point Saints. Contreras, service error number 7 now. And it's starting to look like years past when it comes to the serving department. Contreras, Twain now puts up over to Blanco. Blanco is hurt and keeps it alive. Gafford now over to Boy, that'll do it! Saints win it. 25-21, win it 3-1 as they will sweep the season series there. Texas Wesleyan taking the earlier, and they will now have a 7-6 lead in the all-time series with Texas Wesleyan. Saints dropped the first set 25-22, took the second one 25-22, took the third one 25-20, and this 25-21. Zaboy, the big leader for Texas Wesleyan, 18 kills, 15 digs for Zaboy. Alicia Blanco, 15 kills, leading the Saints there in that category today. Kills for the match to 54, 50 for Texas Wesleyan. Attack percentage, Saints brought it up to 238. Texas Wesleyan 168. Assists, Saints 51, 43 for Wesleyan. Dig 75 for the Saints, 73 for Wesleyan. 5 aces for the Saints, 4 for Texas Wesleyan. Saints now 1 on the season, 3-0 in conference play, and we will not see them again, as I think they will be taking off here as I get the schedule in front of me. As actually next time we see them will be on the 23rd of October, conference match against Langston University. We'll have that at 6:30 or 6 o'clock. Then regular season matchup on the road, taking on Shrine University. That'll be on the 27th. Then we'll finish the month of October here against Hughes-Tillotson University. So, for Tyler, Chancellor, Mike saying, so long, everybody. We'll see you next time.